Hi cats and kittens, it's Amy from Savor, Salvage, Scent. I hope you are doing great. Today I wanted to talk to you about 12 favorite perfumes in my collection that are very orange focused. A few things. There are a ton of perfumes with orange in the world. These are just 12 I really love in my collection. Second, I am not focusing as much on Neroli, although a few of these have Neroli in them, and Neroli is part of the bitter orange plant. That, to me, I could share 50 favorites from. So this is really focusing on scents that I am going to call bright orange. Orange, very, very prominent. Might have a few other elements, but most of these, they scream orange. Another thing I just thought I should mention, this might be, I don't know, a point of contention for some. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I know. The reason I say that is over the last couple years, I have been trying to, scale down my purchases. And one of the things that I have found really enjoyable about some of my favorite channels is they're really about enjoying the collection they have, showing that, you can find wonderful scents, dirt cheap to luxury. And there might even be a few scents in here today that either are hard to find or you can't find. So I think it's responsible, honestly, to share things that I wear, continue to wear, that aren't just on trend. And perhaps that'll inspire others as well to shop their collection, wear their collection more. I'm not saying if you're in the mood for spending, don't do it. But anyway, not everything here today is probably for sale, but just wanted to share with you some scents that I think are great. I literally have things I paid $5 for, all the way to probably the $60, $70 point. Yeah, so here we go. 12 scents I love that are orange focused. So no particular order. First is, well, I guess this isn't a particular order. This is like, to me, the queen mother of orange, bright orange scents. This is an inspired by scent by Valerie's Uncommon Scents, and this is her version of the Body Shop's Satsuma. I do not feel badly buying this dupe because it's very hard now to find Satsuma. I think that a lot of those products were just recently discontinued. Both my best friend and I continue to be obsessed with this, but she wore this solely for a few years, including a year she was living in New York City. So it just reminds me of being in the literal 90 to 100 degree heat in New York, wearing this. It's so bright, it's so refreshing. It smells exactly like breaking into a tangerine or a Satsuma. And so much so, I would call it aggressively orange, but I love it. So Satsuma, this is inspired by Valerie's Uncommon Scents. And I think I paid $4 or $5 for this, and I burned through it, and I have a bigger one waiting for me. So Satsuma, this orange scent I absolutely love. Another is Atelier Cologne, Clementine, California. And this, of course, smells like its name. I would say this is bright orange, but it has a little pepperiness in it. And a bit more clean, I would say, than Satsuma. It was straight on tangerine. This is Clementine with a little pepperiness and a little cleanliness. So Atelier Cologne's Clementine, California. Another that is just such a beautiful, fresh scent. This is by Pacifica, and this is their Tuscan blood orange scent. I think this is my second bottle. I absolutely love this. It is what makes it different than the others. It's, again, very orange focused. In this case, blood orange can have a bit more of a sourness, but I get berries. So I get berries and orange, and it's great because it's straightforward. There's nothing juvenile about it. It just is very much orange, very bright, uplifting with some berries. So Pacifica's Tuscan Blood Orange, absolutely love it. And they also have a cream, a little potted version that you can travel with. And they might have other products. Anyways, highly recommend though, very affordable. Okay, next, this one might be hard to find, although I looked online today, it's discontinued. However, people are still selling it on, the Mercaris and the eBays of the world. This is by Alkemia, one of my favorite niche houses. This is called Lady Luck. This, I believe, is supposed to, I was attracted to the idea of buying it because I think this is supposed to mimic, at least partially, if you've ever experienced fast luck incense. What I get from this, and it's interesting when you look at the note list, there are like, oh my God, like 30 things on it. I get a lot of orange in this. I think mandarin is what is listed, but I also get some musk. That's mainly what I get. There are florals in it too, but I mostly get orange and musk, and I love it. Again, I think this was discontinued, but can still sometimes find it secondhand. So Lady Luck by Alkemia. Oh gosh, this one came out recently. This is by Emir, which I think is Paris Corner. So this is called Vibrant Orange and Neroli. And in case you can't tell by the bottle, this is supposed to mimic Byredo scent, the one that's called Sundazed. Oh, this is so gorgeous. I mean, they all are, come on. But I get, equally Neroli, so the more bitter plant-like essence of orange, then very much orange fruit. But I get a little sweetness from it too, and even a little powderiness. Highly recommend. I think I paid about $25 for this, which is far cheaper than its the inspiring scent. So Emir's Vibrant Orange and Neroli. Speaking of Byredo, my wonderful friend Autumn gifted me with Bal d'Afrique, a favorite. This is just, I know some of you have this in your collections. This would be a bit of a splurge for me, but now that I've tried it, totally worth it. It is very, to me, orange. Now, when you look at the notes list, I think that it's bergamot and lemon that's listed, but there are many other things in this composition, and one of the things that I love about it is it has a marigold note. I think it's called Tigette in French in the listing. Anyway, that combination, it makes it smell like orange to me. So again, you're not going to see it in the notes, and you might think I'm crazy, but I would call this an orange scent, orange and marigold scent. Love it. Byredo's Bal d'Afrique, beautiful. This is one that might be impossible to find, but again, I want to share it just because we probably all have those of us who like and collect perfume. There's a house called Ganache Parfums that was mostly, I think, focused on gourmands, and I think even before gourmands were kind of in their heyday. And the company was a little crazy, probably because it's very hard to be a perfumer, an independent perfumer, but they open and closed, open and closed, open and closed. Sadly, I think they did finally shutter, but the nose would create, special lines. And there was one that was all around like drinks, specifically sodas. And one of my favorite scents, certainly one of my favorites from that house, but in general, is they made a ginger ale scent that I love. This is, I couldn't even find the name online anymore. And as you can see, it's not marked, but it was in a like first run or very cool artistic painted bottle. And this is supposed to, I believe, smell like orange cream soda. They also had a red cream soda. I bought both of them because I love both of those things. And so this, it has a bit of a chemically smell, I'm not gonna lie, but soda's orange soda, really. So it smells to me very much like orange, a little bit like that effervescence. I'm not sure what makes that in a perfume in this case. And you can smell a little bit of cream or vanilla in it. So this is Ganache Parfums, their like orange cream scent. Absolutely love it. Okay, now on to a couple cheapies, or at least they were cheapies when I purchased them. This is Bath & Body Works Fruity Sherbet Scoop. Say that 5 times fast. This is orange and fruit. It's very, very orange dominant, but also I would say you get a lot of strawberry. In fact, I'm gonna spray it. I really love this. I just got it last year, and I'm just barely into this, but oh, that is so nice. This is orange, some strawberry or fruits, and the mall. It smells like a body mist. I love it. I think it's great. I think I got this on sale for $5 or $6. I'm not sure if they'll have it this summer. They had it the last 2 summers. You can still find it online on secondhand sites very cheaply. So Bath & Body Works Fruity Sherbet Scoop. Love it. Another body mist that might not be in production at this moment is by Pink or Victoria's Secret. And this was their Bright Mimosa scent. It smells like its name in that very orange dominant. I have the cream of this too, and I love this. Why don't I just spray it all over me? That's how much I like it. So this is a really nice, refreshing summer scent for me, or if you want to pick me up in the colder weather. And it is orange, but like its name, a mimosa cocktail, we usually orange juice or some kind of citrus juice with champagne or something sparkling. And that's what this smells like. It's like a lighter orange with the brightness and the sparkly nature of the champagne. And I got this on sale for like $5. So really, really great. I bet you can still find it online secondhand. Now, for a bit more of an investment, but I found it on, I think, FragranceNet. Really have been getting into Serge Lutens scents over the last few years. And this one, gosh, I wish I could read it. It's so small. It's teeny tiny. De Clous pour un Pelure. So I believe that means nails and skin, or nails of skin, something like that. And this is very much orange, but with spice. And in this case, it is there's a lot of clove in this. And so what I think he was trying to he and Christopher Sheldrake, the nose, were trying to kind of be inspired by or produce was the feeling around a pomander, an orange that is stuffed with the nails of, in this case, the sharp clove pieces. We grew up very industrious in my family and resourceful, or if it was just an old-fashioned cool thing my mom taught me, I'm sure a lot of you have been taught this. At Christmas time or in the winter holidays, we often gave as gifts homemade pomanders. We would take, whatever citrus we had around, usually oranges, and we would take whole cloves and punch them in designs or the whole way around. And you'd give that to somebody as a gift, and let's say in their stocking, and then you could have it the whole year in your, underpinnings drawer or whatever, and it smelled really, really nice. This is, I believe, supposed to be kind of playing with that idea. However, it's interesting. I think, some people see this as a Christmas or a winter holiday scent, but I don't necessarily just get that. I also get some musk in this, and I even get a little bit of, Serge Lutens known to be, the house is odd. That's why I love it. I'm odd. I get a little bit of swimming pool. I get like swimming pool or swimming in a body of water with oranges and spice. So I actually think you can wear this all year. I love this blue color, by the way. I don't think that's by mistake. So this is their Serge Lutens de Clous pour un Pelure. Boy, I hope I'm right about that. Yikes, still studying French, can you tell? Next, second to last, is a scent that I don't believe it's in commission anymore, but I think you can still find it online. This was by H&M. This is called Raconteuse. This was created, there were a few designer lines a few years ago where really incredible noses made some sense for H&M. Might be still doing that, but this was by Olivier Pichot. And this is very much orange. Let me spray this. It's been a minute since I've worn this. This is orange, neroli, and vanilla, but it smells expensive. This is not just, an orange cream soda, which we talked about and I like. This smells almost like Chanel or Diptyque made this. It is so, so good. If you can get your hands on it, highly recommend. You probably know Raconteuse or Raconteuse, female version, I believe, is a storyteller, singer. Serge Gainsbourg would be considered one of those, but H&M's Raconteuse, really, really good orange focus scent. Last but not least, now this does have the word Neroli in it, but I think it's both equally the fruit and the plant. It's like all parts of it. This is Guerlain's Aqua Allegoria. This is their Nerolia Bianca. And this is such a, again, bright. You definitely do get the Neroli. There's a little bit of other floral in here, I would suspect. But boy, the orange, the fruit, and this is like the most high-end, to me, fruit scent. However, while Guerlain can be very expensive to begin with, I found this on FragranceNet years ago, so bet you still can. Wonderful scent that is very orange focused, so do tell. When it comes to perfumes, do you like fruit in your perfume at all? What is your favorite fruit when it comes to it being very dominant in a scent? And is there anything on my list here that you love? And please let me know if there's a favorite orange scent that you have that we've not talked about today. All right, hope you're well. Talk soon. Have a great day. Bye.